Good day, everyone. I am Jenica Rehensha, and for this presentation, I will be presenting technology in human sexuality. So, ano nga ba ang technology in human sexuality? It refers to human practice of using technologies for sexual activities, kung saan sinasabi ng American Psychology Association that technologies are created and are repurposed for sexual expressions through communication, engagement to sexual activities, and seeking information to maintain their sexual well-being and to have a healthy sexual relationship. It is also known as technosexuality wherein individuals are being turned on just by social media interactions. Halimbawa, kapag nakaka-receive sila ng reaction sa kanilang mga post, o di kaya naman ay kapag mas naaaraw sila na makipag-usap sa iba online rather than face-to-face. Let us now move on to the current trends on the use of technology and human sexuality, which is divided into four categories. First, the online platforms and applications. We have pornography, which is very familiar sa marami. Pornography refers to the images, videos, audios, and even sa mga games na ginagamit as explicit or erotic materials to sexually arouse and stimulate the viewers. Some examples are Pornhub for videos and images, Litorica for audios, and Last Lure for adult games. We have dating applications or the platforms na ginagamit to meet people na interesado for romantic relationships or just to have a hookup. Tinatawag itong short-term sexual hookups between strangers since maraming users ang intention lang is to look for individuals that they can have sexual activities with. Ilan sa mga applications ay Bumble, Tinder, and Omegle. Lastly is the online communities which provide an online space para openly mapag-usapan ng mga bagay na related sa sexuality. These are the communities that are used to share personal experiences and to seek information with anything connected sa sexuality. Ilan sa mga online communities that we have here in the Philippines, LGBTQ+, Spark Philippines, and Phil Sexuality Forum. The next category that we have is the sex toys. These are the objects na ginagamit ng mga individuals to satisfy their sexual needs or desires either during sex or masturbation. Ilan sa mga examples nito ay ang teledildonics, which is a combination of technology and remote-controlled sex toy na pwedeng magamit with the use of the internet na kahit malayo ang dalawang tao, they can still interact and share sensations with each other. Next, the vibrators. This is designed to provide an internal and external pressure sa user. From the name itself, it creates vibrations or pulse-like movement na inilalagay sa sexually sensitive parts ng user. Next, the masturbators or strokers. This is primarily created to satisfy the sexual needs of men and to give them pleasure. This is said to have textures that provide additional sexual stimulation to men. Lastly, the sex dolls or robots, which are human-like. Tinatawag itong adult dolls since dinisign talaga siya for sexual purposes, which can be used for companionship, masturbation, and fantasy fulfillment dahil bukod sa facial features nito and body shapes, ito ay merong genitals. For the next category, we have the virtual reality and or VR pornography, which provides a more realistic sexual experiences since the users are able to feel 3D experience wherein they can interact with the content. Lastly, the communication technology kung saan nakapaloob ang virtual sex and sexting. Virtual sex is where people are gathered in video calls, while sexting happens through messaging applications. Now let us move on to the current issues in the use of technology to human sexuality in the Philippines and in the world. So even if technology-based sexuality provides an alternative choice for the users to experience sexual pleasures, hindi maitatanggi that it brought serious issues hindi lang sa bansa kundi halos pati na rin sa buong mundo. Some of the current issues are non-consensual distribution of intimate imagery, which refers to the sharing of any private or sexual materials without any consent from the persons involved. Revenge porn na katulad ng una as an act of sharing without any consent. Ang pinagkaiba lang is its main intention is to cause embarrassment or distress. Critical damage to women, madalas ma-objectify ang mga kababaihan sa sex industry which causes or results to trafficking, violation, and abuse. Child pornography or exploitation, which is one of the most critical issues because it is where the children are being engaged in explicit activities na kung minsan sariling magulang pa ang may gawa. Increasing rate of sexually transmitted diseases, even if technology has no definite connection with STD, because of some adult men na tinitake yung dating app as opportunity to find men that they can have sex with, it leads them to have HIV positive. Next, the ethical or the moral violations of technology to human sexuality. First, sexual objectification. Just like what I've said earlier, yung mga women ay kadalasan na-objectify sa sex industry, wherein they are being treated as a mere object and their sexual attributes are being focused and abused more than men's. Unrealistic expectation to sex. Pornography and other explicit materials set high standard in sex, which according sa mga doctors could be problematic since it is only a setup, rehearsed, and is for fantasy only. Sexual addiction, according to study, frequent watching of porn could lead to consequences, kasali na rito ang sexual addiction, wherein it was said that because of the reason, 1 out of the 5 people admitted that they feel controlled by their sexual desires. Social stigma, according sa pag-aaral, technosexuals are being stereotyped to be sexually or socially unintelligent, unattractive, and alone individuals in the society. For the local news, from this report, sinasabi na noong 2021, our country was labeled as the Center for Child Sex Abuse Materials Production in the world. Ito ay dahil sa risk na dulot ng free online connectivity, irresponsible use of technology, and excessive use ng kanilang mga phones. Dagdag pa rito, 20 million children Filipinos ang subjected to online abuse and exploitation. Sa US naman, isang lalaki ang nasintensyahan ng 30 years of imprisonment matapos mahulihan ng 900 video files na naglalaman ng kanyang recorded sexually explicit videos kasama ang mga batang lalaki na kasama maglaro ng isang adult online game. Sa isang pag-aaral naman ni na Harper and Livesey, kung saan sinasabi na ang mga childlike sex dolls ay ginagamit as safe sex outlet for minor attracted people para ma-prevent ang pang-aabuso sa mga bata. But still, some see this as an abuse and an encouragement para mas lalo pang masexualize ang mga minors. For the social media case naman, we have Tony Fowler's latest released music video na M&M or Masarap na Mommy na nakatanggap ng mixed reactions from the netizens. Naglalaman kasi ito ng mga stripper aesthetics and straight-up objectification sa mga kababaihan. For the ethical consideration and challenges ng ating issue, we have privacy and data protection para sa revenge porn and non-consensual distribution of intimate imagery, the value, protection of data privacy. Harm to sexual or personal health, increasing rate of STD, the value, personal accountability. Responsible use of technology para sa sexual activity or addiction, value, responsibility. Online harassment and exploitation para sa child pornography and exploitation, value, digital safety. Poor digital well-being para sa critical damage to women, value, well-being. Misinformation about sexuality, para sa unrealistic expectations about sex, value, digital literacy. For the ethical frameworks, we have 3. Feminist ethics, women's are being objectified and abused in pornography and several sexual practices. However, in this theory, women are being empowered and supported. Deontology ethics would include the promotion of different laws and regulations and digital safety measures. Virtue ethics would involve character building and reflection to the individuals who are abusively engaging themselves with digital sexuality, and this is to help them build a healthy behavior and personality online. For the ways to handle the issue, first, we have the comprehensive and appropriate information, dissemination about how sex really works para maiwasan ang unrealistic expectations about sex. Prevention of sending either personal or other person's intimate imagery to prevent revenge porn and non-consensual distribution of imagery. Promotion of digital safety measures campaign for the people's awareness on how to maintain privacy and online safety. Parental guidance lalo na sa mga bata when using technology or social media. Strengthened law enforcement's capabilities, which includes thorough investigation on the issues in technology para malabanan ang current issues in the use of technology to human sexuality. So that's all for my report. Thank you and God bless.